Okay. Okay. I don't know if anybody's here yet. I'm going live on TikTok. All right. Okay. Here we are. Welcome. Welcome. I'm missing my little cheerleading section in the audience. I think everybody's still asleep on Saturday. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining in. I got some stuff to do. I'm live on TikTok and I'm live on YouTube. Today's going to be a little bit of a different live stream. Hello, Chaos Hunter. Hello, everybody on TikTok. This is going to be, hi, Yoba. This is going to be a little bit of a different one because I just got some brand new lightsabers. I haven't even taken them out of the box yet, and we're going to do that today. Hi, Michelle. So that's what we're going to do on today's live. We're going to unbox. Hi, Josh. We're going to unbox some lightsabers, and then I'm going to talk about what I look for in a lightsaber. So here we are. Welcome to my live unboxing lightsaber video. I think I covered my address. I hope I did. Don't come to my house if you see my address. Don't do it. You're not welcome. Hi, Amira. Hi, Marcus. Hi, Odie, and everybody else. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Beardless Coconut. Welcome. Yeah, so if you're just joining in, we're unboxing lightsabers. It's a very exciting time. So I'll give you my little rundown about what I look for in a lightsaber first, because everybody always asks me, like, what's the best lightsaber? And really, it's the same answer that I'll give you with a staff is whatever staff, whatever length, width, diameter you like using, that's the lightsaber. That's the best lightsaber. So what's the best one for me may not be the best one for you. So it is personal, but what I'm looking for in a lightsaber is how heavy it is. I want it to be as light as possible because this stuff gets really heavy. I have a couple other lightsabers that are really, really heavy. So the weight, what the hilt, how long the hilt is and what it looks like. So sometimes I have other lightsabers and they're almost like replica lightsabers and they have all the bits and bobs on them. And for me, that's not a good lightsaber because I'm just tossing and catching. I need it to be as sleek and smooth as possible, kind of like my head. Kind of like my head. No extra bits and bobs, just as clean, as sleek as possible, nice and light. And then the length of the hilt makes a huge difference. So the shorter the hilt, the less real estate I have to do fancy tricks with it. So if I have a bit of a longer hilt, that creates a little bit of a better center of gravity for spinning. You have more area to work with. There's more room for error in it. But then if you have a lightsaber who is short hilts, like you only have one opportunity to catch that lightsaber. And so it makes it a little bit more difficult. So usually when the hilt is shorter, I'm going to start grabbing the blade and stuff. And I never post those videos, so don't accuse me of posting those videos. So these sabers are from Saber X. Saber X. And I'm sure you've seen them on TikTok and the internet. They do some really lovely collaborations with other creators. They have a Saber Academy out in Europe that is quite robust and quite good. So you should check it out. So this is Saber X lightsabers, and I'm going to unbox both of them right now. And we only have 45 minutes because my Academy live class is happening right after this. So if you are a Freestyle Staff Academy member, remember we have a class in about an hour. If you want to join in that class, you can join the All Access Academy. Link is in my description. It's also in the description box below. I also have online classes starting soon at the end of April. So those are Zoom classes. I can see you. You can see me. There's a beginner, intermediate, and creative combat class. The link to join that is in my bio. I highly recommend that you join in. It's a good time. So feel free to check that out. Anyway, unboxing. Here we go. Let's do this the safe way and not put that on my lap. Remember when we're cutting things, what do I need to do it that way? Cut away from you. Okay. There. I could have like dealt with the tape before I went live, but I didn't. Okay. These have just been sitting in my house for a week and a half, and I've been on set and I just haven't had time to even look at them. So we're doing it now. Okay, put the knife away. All right, here we go. All right. Saber hilt. Saber hilt. Let's see. This is my first time. I don't know what I'm getting. SaberX was very, very generous. They sent me these sabers for me to use. I have not picked them out. I have not seen them. So this is my first time seeing all of these as well. Okay. Here's what we're looking at. This is the hilt. It's metal. I hate those ASMR videos, by the way. They enrage me. I am going to have to charge it. I'm so sorry. So it's got a fancy little button. I don't know if it's going to focus. Probably not. Focus. It's got a fancy button. It's made of metal. Some nice rings. So this is what I mean by extra bits and bobs. This isn't terrible for me. This grip, I do have more sabers in here, so there might be a different one. But this, again, where I'm going to hold a saber is really close to the blade. That's where the best center of gravity is. So all of this probably won't bother me. I can get my hands around it. I do have tiny hands. So again, if it's got extra bits and bobs, I just don't have big enough hands to get around that. But so far, this will be fine for spinning. It's got some weight to it. This is the blade. So it's a regular length blade. They all come like this. Pretty much all saber brands are pretty standard with the length of blade. There's plastic on it. I'm not going to take it off. And then we put it in here and we screw it in. I'll plug it in while I unbox the rest of them. So this is the charging port. It's got a charging port right here, USB charger, which is nice. And then you just usually get a bunch of little bits and bobs to put them all together. And you're going to watch me do this in real time. Okay. Hope everybody's doing well. I've been really busy the last couple of weeks. Been working. So I haven't really been online as much as I've wanted to be online. It happens that way sometimes. We did the 10-day challenge a couple weeks ago, like a week and a half ago, and that really took me out for a bit. I was pretty KO'd after the 10-day challenge. I discovered that 10 days is a long time to be doing a challenge. But we had a great time. So thank you to anybody who joined in. We had a great time. Lots of new people on the Discord channel. You can join anytime. The link is in my bio. The link is also in the description box of the YouTube live that we're doing now. I'm not going to put all the, yeah, it was fun. I'm not going to put all the screws in this because it's going to take me way too long. Oh, and I'm going to lose them. They're just tiny. They're just tiny. Almost lost it. But yeah, we had a really good time. And then now I'm getting prepped for classes in LA. I leave tomorrow and then I teach all week in LA. And then, so if you're in LA, feel free to come join me at Jam. And then I'm back here, go back to work on set. And then we're starting our online classes in a few weeks. Okay, so this is it. I do have to plug it in. Power on. Oh, maybe not. Medium volume. Okay. I would like no volume. I'm not a big fan of lightsabers that make noise at me. So I will find a way to turn off the volume eventually, but this is it. I don't know what saber this one is. I will find out. Okay, so let's do an initial spin test, okay? Let me move some shit. Okay. No. Truly lost. I am truly lost. Thank you. All right, that's the one. I need the volume to be gone. Color change. No. Color selected. Oh, I selected orange. Whoops. Color Okay, we're color changing right now. I'm like a grandma when it comes to these lightsabers. I'm going back to red, please. We're going to cycle back to red. Cycling back to red. We're almost there. Almost there. Find it. Where's our red? There it is. Okay, I'm trying to turn off the volume. Okay.
Unstable.
That's true.
Standard mode.
Okay. Oh.
Color change. Color select.
Okay. I'm not going to be able to turn off the volume. I don't be sitting here for hours trying to figure it out. Anyway, so this is a lightsaber by Saber X, one of them. Right now, the blade is a bit long for me. I would probably switch to one of my shorter blades. So I have a shorter blade that's about this long. That's a better length for me personally, but if you like this, it's not super heavy. It moves around pretty well. Oh, I might have run out of... Okay, now we're back to blue. So right now my hand is hitting the button because I have to hold it up here. So I'm sure there's a way to lock the button. I don't know how to do that right now. But the skills that I try when I pick up a new lightsaber are Obiani or high-low whip, backhand flips. I'll usually try a whip blind as well. So the Obiani works with everything. Obviously that works. The Obiani is where I'm going to test out like how heavy it is. How does it feel on my shoulders? Okay. Then I'm going to move on to backhand flips. And this is where I'm figuring out how well the saber travels in space as I flip it. So backhand flips. Right now, it's pretty good. The only thing is the blade is a little bit long for my preference right now, so I would cut the blade down. Because the blade is so long, I have to work a lot harder to get the skill around the circle just because there's so much length to it when all of the weight is down here. I'm trying to block the sound right now, but it's moving okay. So the next skill I'm going to try is a whip blind, which is this one, which is not bad. The weight is pretty good. The weight is pretty good. It's just right now the blade is just really long. And again, it is my preference that the blade be a little bit shorter. For example, the blade on my Elegant Weapons saber. So you can see that it is quite a bit shorter. And I prefer these blades. These are maybe a little bit short, but I would prefer a shorter blade over a longer blade. But that's an easy fix because I can very easily put the short blades into this hilt. But it is a very, very nice hilt. Very nice, very sleek. I like the two colors. The two colors like this will show up really nicely on camera. So it's got a bit of a contrast. So let's open the rest of them. I'm not going to lose all my tools here. I don't know what the rest of them look like. It's an adventure that we're all going on together. Okay, how do I open this? Open it this way. Rawr. Oops, oops, oops. Oh, it's like a whole case. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I've never had a saber case before. Press and hold for 1 second, one flash. You can cycle through volumes. Yeah, it's usually, I was doing that on my other sabers. I do the same thing, but it might be in a different setting. Look at this. Look at this. It's got a freaking lock on it. I hope I can open it. It would be funny if I couldn't open it. Oh, how do I get it? Oh, there's like a thing in it. Okay. How do I open it? Oh, there we go. This is like, what if I can't open it? Look, watch. I feel like so legit with this thing. Oh, let me open it the other way. Hold on. Something fell out. Oh, it's just let's look at that. Watch this. There's too many things. Anyway, okay. Here's what we got inside of here. This is a dope case. Okay, I'm really impressed with this. It needs to come the other way. I this is legit. Oh, shoot. I'm traveling tomorrow. This is going to be a little bit too big for me to travel with, but okay. Look at these. This is a lot more in what I'm looking for in a hilt. Let me take it out of the bag here. There's 2 of them. I do believe that this is meant to be a saber staff. So we'll put that together. Very, very nice. Whoa. This reminds me of like R2-D2. This is R2-D2. So this is what I'm looking for more in a hilt, where it's just a sleek body and there's nothing in my way distracting my hand from getting around the grip when I'm tossing and catching. So this is a lot more what I'm looking for. There is 2 of them here. Let me get both of them out. Fancy schmancy. Hi, Lydia. Unstable, judged by a saber. Isn't it funny that the saber's telling me what I already know? You're unstable. So these are the 2 hilts. There's 2 blades here. Again, they are the long blades, but it's very easy to either cut the blades down or I do have the short blades. So usually when I get sabers, I'll also order kids blades. The kids blades come a bit shorter, especially with the saber staff. Like I'm not going to be able to do much with this in my house because the saber staff, think about this. This is like 30 something. It's almost 3 feet long. This plus this, it ends up being like 8 to 10 feet long, which is way, way too long for any staff, regardless of whether it's a lightsaber or a wooden staff. So what I would do is I would put the short kids blades in there. Or again, you can just cut them down. And then that way the staff is a lot more manageable. It's still going to be quite long at 6 feet. And it's going to be quite heavy. That's the thing with saber staffs is they are heavy. I have not found a way to get away from the heaviness of it all. Oh, I'm losing screws. I lost one. Oh, well. Good thing I have a plethora of them. Okay, we're putting in the blade. I'm just going to put in 2 screws so that we don't waste time watching me trying to screw in the blade. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, it's easier when I do it like this. This is the hardest part. You have to have very nimble fingers for this part. There we go. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Come on. I can't get it in the hole. That's what he said. I can't get it in. There we go. Okay. I'm going to try and do this as quickly as possible. So I love 2 sabers. That's my favorite of the wielding positions is I love 2 little short sabers because I love Kali and Eskrima. So that's going to be my preference. That's what I sort of lean into the most. So again, the blade is a bit long here. Yeah, I do think the blades in general for most saber companies, they're all using the same type of blades. I generally think that they're all too long as well. I'm sort of agreeing with Elena here that these are too long. These are too long. They're longer, way longer than my arm. And so I want my tool to match the length of my arms. And so these sabers are often too long. And again, like the longer this plastic doesn't weigh anything. It's really, really light. But then when you put it at the end, it still puts weight into the saber. And that little bit, like that extra 6 inches or up to 8 inches of blade that is on the end that feels a little bit excessive, it does get heavy. It does start like weighing you down. So that's why I would prefer shorter blades because I can do more. I'm not trying to manage the length of it as much. I'm going to put one of these little baby guys in it. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny little screw. Just a wee little baby one. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Don't leave yet. Don't click away yet. We're getting there with our new sabers from Saber X. Oof, thought I lost it for a second there. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Okay, so this one has an extra button. I wonder if that's just a glamour button. There's like an extra button there. I don't know if it does anything. So we're going to turn it on.
Power on.
Thank you.
Force. Standard mode.
That sounds like a good time.
Flash blade.
No, thank you.
Steady.
Is what I hope to be in life.
Volume low.
Ah,
Mute.
mute. That's the one. Okay, turn it on. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to turn. Oh. No, we don't want that. That's too much for my little eyes. That's better. Okay, I'm going to turn on this one.
Power on. Volume low.
Volume low.
Mute.
Mute. Just how I like it. There we go. Oh, too much flashy. That's better. And then there's the coupler here. Oh my God, this is going to take me forever to get out of a saran wrap. Okay, so this is a coupler. I'll do that in a second. I'm so impressed with this case. I'm so impressed. Okay, let's do our spin test. So, these are so light. Oh my God, these might be the lightsabers of my dreams. Okay, so Obiani feels great. Let's do the other hand. Let's do double Obiani. Let's not break anything. I'm just gonna move my TikTok camera over a bit. I have a table right there. Okay, first double Obianis. This feels good. This is good. These are actually, that's exactly what I didn't want to do. These are quite light, which is, they're lighter than this one. Like this one has a little bit more beef to the hilt. These ones are very, very light. And I quite like that. I think I will really enjoy them when I put the short blades in. Let's not do flashy flash. No flashy flash for me, please. Oh, we're changing colors. There, red, but no flashy red. No flashy red. I just want stable red. Remember when you told me I was stable? There we go. Oh, I'm gonna have to read the instructions. I'm waiting for red. Waiting for red. I get at least one red. This one's kind of like a purpley blue. I know there's a way to button lock these, and I can't remember how to do that, but I can look it up. It's easy enough to figure out. They're red, but I don't want flashy red. Okay, hold on.
Flash blade.
Steady. There we go. Okay, so our double Obianis are great. Then we're going to check out backhand flips, which actually feel really nice. And the reason it is because this hilt is quite long, which is why it feels really good to flip this around. I got the blade. Yeah, so it feels really good because the hilts are quite long, which makes these really good sabers for doing, I'm just gonna put one down for a second, for doing like fancier skills. The longer the hilt is, like I was saying, the more real estate I have to do fancy tricks. The other skill I'm gonna try is gonna be whip blind. That actually feels really good with this saber. I'm really curious to see how these will feel with my short blades in them, because I think actually I might really like these. I might take these to LA with me actually and do some fancy videos with them. So far, I'm very much enjoying these sabers. I'm so sorry, I don't know what model these are, but if you go to the SaberX website, I'm sure you can figure it out. But these ones, they're, I don't know, I'm gonna say R2-D2 saber, but really nice. And I don't have any white sabers. I have silver, and I have gray, and I have black, but I don't have any white ones. Again, these will show up really, really nicely on camera. Like if I turn off my ring light, like you can see the saber. Oh, I turned it off. So yeah, my only thing, and this is not just this saber, this is most sabers, the button is always where my hand goes. I would maybe prefer if the button was down here, because I'm never grabbing my saber down here. So like if you're trying to spin a saber and you're holding it down here, it's gonna be really difficult. your center of gravity is way, way too far away from your hand. So when I'm spinning, I'm always hugging up near the top of the blade so that my hand is as close to the center of gravity as possible. You'll feel it. Like if you start spinning up here and then start spinning down here, you'll feel the difference. It's way, way easier up here. But yeah, feels pretty good. So far so good. I'm gonna attach these together and make it a saber. I'm gonna attach these together. Oh, I think I have to take off a piece because there's 2 female parts and I need a male part. Don't ever, oh yuck, I can't believe I said that. I don't need a male part. I'm fine. Thank you very much. Okay, I figured it out. You just have to take a piece off of the end. There we go. There we go. The red light looks good in here because I have my blue LED light on. And because blue and red are on the opposite ends of the color wheel, it works. It makes the red pop. So the blue isn't going to show up so much. But I won't fiddle with the colors right now, or we'll be here all day because I obviously have no idea how to use the features. Okay, so it's got a little bit of movement. It's like I can't remember what that's called when it moves. So yeah, it's got a little bit of movement to it. Oh, so sorry, I did something wrong. Oh, now it's yellow. Okay. Okay, so it's not so bad. It is a little bit, it's a little bit slippery because I have the sweatiest hands ever. And because it moves in the middle, I don't know if I can accurately show this, but this moves. I don't know if there's a way to, oh, okay, hold on. How do I make that go back? Hold on, I just discovered the magic trick of this. How do I get it to go back? How do I do this? Okay, but there you can do something and then you go, now you have 2 of these and then you can put them back together. How do I make it go back down? I'm really good at some things and then I'm also a complete idiot at others. Ooh, I don't like that noise. How do I get it to go back down? Somebody help me. Somebody help me. How do I make it go back down? I moved it. I'm pretty sure this is what it's supposed to do. How do I do this? Oh my God. This is what usually happens when I I'm pulling. It's stuck up here. Oh, there we go. But then I can't get it back down. That's the problem. I can pull it out. God, I have the sweatiest hands ever. It's like so bad. So bad. It's like the bane of my existence. My whole life is sweaty hands. I can't even grip. It. Use my glasses cleaner. It won't go back down. How do I make it go back down? So I could pull it back down. Oh my God, this is what this live stream has become me trying to figure out how to put these. I just did it. How did I just do it? Agreed. This might have too much tension. Oh my gosh. I'm like a genius at some things. Sometimes I am a genius and today is not that day. Oh my gosh. The sleeve is back as far as possible. That's the thing. Oh, okay. So do I just have to okay, watch me. The sleeve is down. I'm pulling the sleeve up. I put them together, but then the sleeve won't come back down. Now the sleeve won't go back down. They're Saber X. I've said it multiple times. Saber X. And now I can't get it to go back down. Slide it in the other direction to open, slide it back. It won't move though. Now it's stuck. It's almost like when I put it back together, it's just not clicking into place. Okay, but if this is meant to be done quickly, it's not quickly. Oh, I don't like that noise. Maybe it needs to go this way. Aha! You just turn it to the other side. Okay. I think I unscrewed the whole thing. Okay, there we go.
Power on.
Oh, hold on. I said
Volume low.
mute. That's the way we like it. Okay, figured it out. Okay, so it does have a quick link release. Fabulous. I'm gonna keep that under advisement. Yeah, it's considering that it is 2 full-length blades, 2 like long hilted sabers. It's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. That was a concern of mine when I use saber staffs, is they're so heavy that I don't feel comfortable moving them around too much because they are so heavy. It's not bad. It is heavy. Don't get me wrong. It is very, very heavy. But I'm not mad at it. I think that a lot of the weight will dissipate when I put in the short blades, because then it'll only be this long. So right now, this is like, I'm like almost 6 feet. This is 8 feet long. This is way too long. So if I put short blades in, it'll probably end up being 6 feet. That's about here. The flashing. And then the other thing is I just have to figure out how to button lock it, since I keep, my hands are pretty much like my pinkies pretty much exactly on the button. So I could turn it around, but I'm never going to be able to do that, like be aware of where the button is in space when I'm moving it around. And then we go oh, too long. But otherwise, I'm actually really impressed. You may see me using these sabers quite a bit. I am going to bring them to LA with me, and I was going to film some videos in LA. But my first impressions of playing with these sabers, unboxing them and playing with them for 20 minutes is I actually really quite like them. So these are Saber X. Can I find the box again? Okay, we have to figure out what. Oh, I just smashed this head into my knee as I was picking it up. So yeah, there's Saber X. Here is the logo for anyone. Quite liked it. I was talking to them over social media. They're very lovely, super generous. So feel free to check them out. I quite like these. I haven't been on their website to learn what model of saber these are, but I quite like them, and I'm certain they'll come in other colors. This feels like something you could get in a gray and a silver, maybe even a gold. I don't know. I haven't looked. Don't hold me to it. But I do highly recommend you check them out. I don't know the price point, unfortunately, because they sent these to me. But I quite like them. I am going to take these white ones to LA with me. And so stay tuned in future videos for that, for me to spin them around. I'll do a few more things here. We have about 10 more minutes, keeping it short. I'll do a few more things with these ones. I'm just going to take the coupler off. Oh, just making a mess here. And also this case. Get yourself a lightsaber case. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I didn't have a lightsaber case. I'm gonna look so legit now walking around with my lightsaber case. I just don't like I'm flying. This is my thing right now is I'm flying to LA tomorrow. And I had a big suitcase that fits my lightsaber blades and my collie sticks because they don't fit in regular suitcases. But it sort of has disintegrated over the years. So I had to find a new suitcase that I can dismantle all my lightsabers and put the blades and my collie sticks in. I don't travel with staves because the staves I use, if you followed my DIY staff guide, I just get wood dowels from a hardware store. So whenever I travel somewhere, I will just go to a hardware store and buy new staves and then leave them in whatever location I'm at. So if you're ever in a city after me, take a look out for random staves leaning beside dumpsters because that's usually where I leave them. So yeah, but finding a suitcase that will fit my tools because you know how expensive it is to fly now. Like they're charging you for carry-on now. And so I don't want to have any extra equipment and specialty equipment because I'm going to end up paying an extra $300 to fly. So if they don't fit in my bag, I don't bring them. So hopefully these blades will fit in there. I think they will, but I have all my short blades and everything with me. So if you're in LA next week, hit me up. So let's do some fancy stuff. So as I mentioned, my checklist is Obiani. Then I'm going to do backhand flips just to see how it feels. And then my other one is going to be a whip blind on both sides. I really like it. I think the weight of this one is actually really nice. Like I don't feel any strain on my shoulder. The only thing is that I just keep hitting the button with it. And then it is also a good long arm rolly tool because the hilt is so long. Okay, I did grab the blade on that one. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me, internet. I think it's good. So again, Saber X, we're doing pretty well. Yeah, it's really nice. Again, it's sort of like another brand of lightsabers I have where they have the little peekaboo slots and it kind of is where my hand goes, but I'm not mad at that. Like it's not uncomfortable for me to hold it up here. I'm just blocking some of like the nice light that you're seeing, but otherwise, I think we're doing okay. I think this is a great lightsaber. I think you should check it out. I don't know how much they are. I'm so sorry. I wish I knew the price point, but I have a feeling that they're probably quite comparable to other lightsabers on the market. So you're going to pay, you're investing in quality equipment, basically. So you could get a $50 saber on Amazon and yeah, maybe you'll drop it and it'll die. But when you're investing in these brands, these are small companies. These are people who have a love of the fandom and a love of the work, and they love it so much that they've decided to make lightsabers. But these are small companies, so whenever you're buying your lightsabers from any company, you are supporting people's livelihoods and businesses. So it's like it's a big corporation, which I quite like, which is why I'm always happy to receive lightsabers from people and talk about them. So these are Saber X. I quite like it. You will see me using these in the future. How was it working with Paloma Diamond, one of the most high maintenance actresses I've ever worked with? But I am sad she did not win her Oscar this year. What do you do on TikTok? I don't know. Go look at my page. You'll figure it out. Okay, we got 5 more minutes. Let's answer some questions. So if you're just tuning in, I just unboxed some Saber X lightsabers. Go check them out. Highly recommend. They're also very lovely to chat with. The customer service was great. So very, very happy with these. If you're interested in learning lightsaber tricks, I do have some upcoming classes coming up. I have another class right after this for my Freestyle Staff Academy members. You could join in right now and just pay for 1 month and get a class for $67, which is way less than what you would pay for a regular class. And then you can cancel right after. So if you want to join me for another class, we're learning a combo with some of the skills I did with this lightsaber. Link is in my bio, link down below. I also have 6-week online boot camps starting at the end of April. They start on April 27th. It's a Sunday. We go for 6 weeks and they're over Zoom. So I can see you, you can see me, we can talk to each other. I can give you notes. It's a really fun experience. I've been doing it for years. Many of you have been in those classes. There's a beginner class. Ooh, look at my fancy hat. There's a beginner class, intermediate, and creative combat. So feel free to jump in, no experience necessary. So make sure you register for that ASAP because those classes fill up fast, especially in the last couple of weeks. We're about a month out. The Zoom classes are on Sundays and you get the recording after. So if you miss a class, you can still watch the class and you'll have the recordings for up at least 30 days, probably a few months. I usually don't take the recordings down until I post the next classes. So the recordings from the fall online classes are still currently there. So you could watch them if you register. You could watch those and then take the class. So feel free to jump into there. All of the links are in my bio. And then I will be in LA this week if you're in the Los Angeles area teaching at JAM. And then that's it so far for us. What is your favorite lightsaber for balancing thus far? Well, I haven't had enough time to play with these Saber X ones. My usual go-to lightsaber is Elegant Weapons, which are these ones. And you'll notice a similarity in the hilt. The Elegant Weapons sabers are a shorter hilt, just a little bit shorter. But you notice that they're both quite minimal in the hilt design, which is exactly what I'm looking for, is nothing that is going to get... Oh my gosh. The other lightsaber just yelled at me. So I just don't want anything to get in the way of me tossing and catching. So I usually go with Elegant Weapons. That's a French company. I believe Saber X might also be somewhere in France. I could be wrong. Maybe they are not from there. But yeah, these ones are Saber X. I think you should check them out. Josh says, I'll send you a question on Discord. Yes, please, Josh. There is the Discord page. So if you want to join, Saber X is Montreal. They're Canadian. I'm Canadian. A great Canadian brand. Buy these because they're Canadian, please. Go to Saber X. They're Canadian. And I'm always going to support a Canadian business. So go do that. They told me that. I should know that. What an asshole I am. Anyway, Saber X from Montreal. Go get these. Go get these. Yeah. Hells yeah. Okay. They have sabers for all prices from 100 to 1,000. Okay, so that's about in the same range as most other sabers. So we had confirmation that they're between $100 to $1,000, which is what you're going to pay for most lightsabers. And it's a Canadian brand. I highly recommend that you support Canadian brands, especially if you are in Canada. Let's do that. But yeah, Saber X. What was I saying? Oh, please feel free to join the Discord. The link is in the description box down below. It's also, if you scroll down in my link in bio, it's there. Everything that you could possibly do to work with me. I have other classes, courses, free things, paid courses. Everything is in my link in bio. So feel free to peruse all of that. I met them at a convention and had a conversation about you. They were nice. Okay, well, we have confirmation that they are nice, which is always good. I think I found the saber. It's called Empire. Okay, this might be the Empire model. Do you know anyone actually knows the name of sabers? She just unboxed. I think we decided they're called Empire. I could be wrong. I just unboxed things and I'm glad I did because that was a nice surprise. Even the box, you know you're a millennial when you get excited by a box. Oh gosh. All right. So I got to go to my next class. If you want to join in to the next class, feel free to join the All Access Academy. We're doing a combo. It's going to be dope. Do they make sound? Yes, but I turned off the sound because I don't like it when things make noise at me. That's my undiagnosedism coming out. Not the Empire, but the Empire saber looks like it'd be comfy. Okay, good to know. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I will be back, not next week because I'll be traveling, but the week following. So in 2 weeks, we'll have another free live class. Please feel free to jump into the Discord and to the Freestyle Staff Academy. Let me know what you want to work on. And if you want to join in the next class, join the All Access Academy. I got to get going so I can have a drink of water before my next class. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next time. Okay, bye. I'm pressing stop. Bye.